Tomorrow is all about trees in the City of Trees and, of course, across Idaho because it's Arbor Day tomorrow. Here to tell us what's going on in the Treasure Valley for the special day is Betty Muniz. She's the director of the Idaho Forest Products Commission. Thanks so much for joining us early in the morning, Betty. First of all, can you just explain a little bit about what Arbor Day is? It's been going on for quite a while, you were just telling me during the break.
Absolutely. Arbor Day is all about trees. It's our opportunity to celebrate trees and to appreciate everything that they give to us.
And it's the 140th celebration this year?
It is. Arbor Day started in 1872 in Nebraska. Not a place that you think of trees.
Interesting.
Actually, a newspaperman, a journalist, actually wanted to have more trees in Nebraska City, and they planted over 1 million trees on that first Arbor Day.
Oh, wow. And so this is, of course, coming up tomorrow. Now, does it fall on the last Friday of April each year? Is that how it's determined?
The date changes, but it's always the last Friday in April.
So easy to remember on stuff like that. Now, tell us then, what is so important about trees specifically as it relates to Idaho right here at home?
Well, we have 40% of our states covered in trees, and of course we're the City of Trees. But trees are important not only because they're beautiful and they give us shade and all the things they provide us individually, but because trees are sustainable and renewable. Whenever we use a tree or we harvest it for wood or paper products, we can plant another one. And we can manage them to be sustainable forever. So it just depends on what we do with them. And they provide jobs, they help our economy, they help the environment, and they're just a great thing for our state.
And perhaps that's one of the best things about Arbor Day is, you know, kind of opens people's eyes to those reminders. Sometimes you just kind of take trees for granted because they're out there all the time, but like you mentioned, jobs, the economy, all those sorts of things, really a lot is at stake when we talk about trees. And speaking of replenishing the trees, which you had mentioned, there's a lot going on across the state, including some of the stuff that you brought here. Tell us a little bit about what you got in your hands here.
I brought a little seedling with me. This is a 1-year-old blue spruce seedling, and it came from, it was grown at the University of Idaho, the Pitkin Forest Nursery. And this is what it looks like after 1 year, specially grown for us and specially packaged. They're going to be given away at all of the Home Depots throughout the state and all the FedEx office stores throughout the state. You can pick one up at the Flicks, at the Co-op. We have them at a number of places. And just a little reminder, you know, 19,000 jobs in our state depend on this. $1.8 billion in products last year. And, you know, the economy's been pretty tough on wood and paper products, but I think the future for the forest is great because they're sustainable and renewable. Trees are really helpful to us.
Yeah, so no excuse not to get out and get one planted because you can grab these for free at so many places. And the fact that they've already given you one that's, you know, a year old is going to be helpful too, because planting trees from the seeds themselves, you know, sometimes is a lot more difficult. So when you have these seedlings that are already, you know, into that progress, should be pretty easy going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Put them in your yard or at your place of work. And really quickly, just one last thing, what can Idahoans do tomorrow on Arbor Day to celebrate trees, other than, of course, you know, picking up their free seed?
Learn about our trees. I mean, you have a link on your website that'll send you right over to our website. We have all sorts of information. We're on Facebook. You can share your tree planting experience. Just take a little moment to think about the trees and all the things that they give to us.
All right. Well, thanks so much for being with us. Again, that link that you mentioned is at KIVI-TV.com, and you can find out so much more about Arbor Day, which, of course, is tomorrow, the 27th. Thanks so much, Betty Muniz, for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.